Okay, class. What I'm going to do now is kind of walk you through what I expect you to do with the data. I've already set some things up. So, and I'm speaking specifically about the data for the lesson that you're going to be designing for Stratford STEM Magnet High School. Um, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to share screen now. And I'm going to bring in the data. So what I did was I took the data that was collected at Stratford, and so here are the raw data sheets. So just to make life easier for you, I took the raw data sheets, and these are also uploaded at the on eLearn page under this assignment. So I took these raw data sheets and I keyed them into the spreadsheet here. And so I'm going to walk you through how to do the graphs. I'm just going to walk you through part of it. So this will be the graphs for Stratford. Now you're going to have to do this yourselves. So if you notice, I have taken the data from these sheets and I have created a spreadsheet with the group number, location, thermometer temperature, surface temperature. I converted to Celsius from degrees Fahrenheit, land cover, latitude, longitude, cloud cover, cloud types, and time. You'll notice that there are some data missing, but that's part of the nature of being over there with ninth graders being somewhat rambunctious. So just remember, you're going to be dealing with some people who might not necessarily be immediately pulled into this lesson. So have something interactive for them to get engaged. So now what I did was I took the data from the thermometer temperature field, the surface temperature field, and then the time. So remember, what we want to do is look at temperatures across time during the observation. Now, one of the limitations we have, obviously, is that from what I can tell, the class of ninth graders did not have a lot of time. So all of the times that they took samples occurred within 5 minutes. So that is what it is. But I guess one good thing is that if you notice, the time that the students were outside at Stratford was about the same time that the eclipse occurred on Monday. So you can look at some things. So you can compare perhaps the thermometer temperature on that day with the temperatures that we recorded during the eclipse. You might not see a pattern, obviously, because the time isn't as lengthy, but these are just some of the things that you can discuss with the students. So I'm going to walk you through how to make the graph. So if you notice, I've taken those data and I've typed them in. So when you do the data for TSU, obviously there's going to be more time slots. Type it exactly like this. Next, you just select the data, okay? And then you'll want to go to Insert and select the column graph, just like I'm doing here, 2D column. Now notice the program automatically just pops the graph in, and so you have time here on the independent axis along with the thermometer temperature here in blue and perhaps the surface temperature appropriately labeled in red. So this is just one way that we can look at these data. Be creative. I just thought about something just now, as a matter of fact. Just thought about perhaps instead of having the time, that you could also replace the time with the land cover. So instead of having these times, you could put the land cover there too. Or you could simply type in, let's try this. Let's do 1:25 p.m. sun, grass, 1:27 p.m. Yeah, let's do it this way, sun, asphalt. So now you not only get the times, 1:30 p.m. shade grass, but you also get the land cover associated, 1:30 p.m. sun grass. And because some of these were taken at the same time, 1:30 p.m. Wait a minute. So there's sun grass, sun asphalt, shade grass, sun grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be shade grass. And then this will be shade mulch. And then last but certainly not least, sun metal. And so then now we look at our graph, notice that we have the various types of surface, whether or not it was in the sun or not. And then you can clearly see the different surfaces with the time. Here's some that were taken at the exact same time. So here's 1:30 p.m., 1:30 p.m., 1:30 p.m., 1:30 p.m. And you can see side by side, if you have sun, thermometer temperature is relatively high at that time. And you can see how it compares with the temperature of the metal and then the asphalt. Whereas when you have shade with grass, or even sun with grass, you can see the difference between shade with grass and sun with grass with that same surface. Anyway, so you would take this, right click, copy, and then perhaps go to the paint program, this being the graph, and then paste that graph into the paint program, and then you can simply hit save as. You might want to crop it off, and then crop it, and then file, save as, and then save that as a JPEG image to your hard drive. And then this JPEG is what you'll use as at the points at at Stratford High School and at TSU. So you're gonna have this one representing what happened at Stratford using a story map, and maybe what you could do is instead of you typing in a caption for what is being observed here, you might have the students do it. What do you see? And then just type that in. Complete the story map with the students' own words. I'm just giving you some ideas. I'm not saying you do that, just some ideas. And so you'll do the same thing for the TSU data, and then compare and contrast. So hopefully this will give you a little bit of assistance with what I would like for you to do with these data. Now, of course, I'm going to delete all of this and just give you the raw sheet so that you can do this yourselves. And you should already have the data sheet for Tennessee State University that you developed with your GIS maps for assignment 3. That is, those of you who actually did assignment 3, you already have a spreadsheet like this that you can use to replicate what I've done here. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. And if you have any ideas, please share them with me, email them to me, and we can have a discussion so that by Monday we'll have something viable to present in class on Tuesday at Stratford. Thank you very much.